Welcome to the channel. My name's Rob and I've been learning a lot about Australia over the last couple of years. We're even making our second trip down under in less than a month's time, so make sure you go to Charlie and Rob to check out the vlogs. But in today's video, I want to see where the main immigration has come from that has led to the population of Australia now. So this starts from 1851 to 2019. I'm going to make some predictions. I think it's going to start with the United Kingdom as the biggest starting off. Then I think during the wars, I reckon it would be a lot more Polish, Greek, Italian. Now leading up to more modern times, I'm going to say it's probably a lot more Chinese, Japanese, Southeast Asians, and possibly the people like Indian, Pakistani, those sort of countries sneaking in. So let's see. And when I say sneaking in, I don't mean actually sneaking in. I just mean sneaking up the charts. So let's see if those predictions are accurate. 1851 to 2019. So they're actually starting here with England, Scotland, Ireland. So they're actually starting with the individual countries of the United Kingdom. No Wales. There's no Wales there, but clearly there is oh, there you go. There's Wales. There's clearly a huge immigration from England or United Kingdom, if you want to call it that. But Prussia is interesting. There's a lot coming from Prussia. Switzerland sneaking in. They put Sweden and Norway together. British India. Now that's simply from the colonization already linked with England anyway. Little bit. Where are we up to? 1876. So still not quite at my predictions with World War yet. So let's see where that comes in. France, yeah, okay. Denmark is a surprising one. Denmark's surprising. New Zealand, I assume that's... see, when it comes to New Zealand, I think that's probably more like people from England, Ireland, Scotland, and whatnot moving to New Zealand. Then those people had a couple of offspring, and they're moving to Australia. Still the Qing Empire there, old Qing China. We're coming up to 1900 now. Still lots and lots of English, nearly 400,000. Ireland, we're coming up to 200,000. Scotland it's going down. Ireland is going down. England is going down. We're about to get to wartime now. We're about to get to World War I very, very shortly. What else have we got here? United States has been fairly steady. British India's gone up a lot as well. Russians. Is there going to be any more big influxes? Now it's coming into the World War I. English is zooming up now. Ireland is going down. Scotland's going up. What's going on? See, there's a lot of Germans. The World War I is over. Now it's United Kingdom all of a sudden. And there is a lot of Brits going. After World War I, the state of the United Kingdom was a mess, right? They want this Australian dream, like the American dream, but the Australian dream. You see those adverts, the Gold Coast, the Golden Sands, the better life. And people went. We are now into World War II. Italy's going up now. We're almost at the end. There we go. Right. We're coming to the end of World War II. This is why I predicted a lot more Italians and Greek. It's happening. It's happening. Look, my prediction was right. 34. Look at that. That was booming. The Italians, the war's over and the Italians are flooding into Australia. Polish as well. The Germans. Netherlands. The Greeks now. So I was pretty accurate. 1958 now. And I was pretty spot on with everything I've learned. This is going in Yugoslavia. So a lot of Central European countries, people are immigrating to Australia from Central Europe. The war was awful and Australia is promising a better life. Especially for white people. That is something you notice there. It is white people. 75 now. We're still seeing Brits going up, though. The United Kingdom is still going up over 1.1 million. Italy's now slowing down. We're getting a bit more from New Zealand. Yugoslavia is still going up. So I think you had that boom after the war. You had that boom after the war from the Central European countries such as Italy, Greece, Germany. Now the war's over. It's dropping. And now a lot of New Zealand. I didn't predict that. Are we seeing the Southeast Asia now? The Chinas, the Vietnams, Philippines. This is in line with my prediction. India as well is going up. I'm learning these things, you see. I'm pretty spot on. Still, no one is getting more than the United Kingdom, though, are they? No, another boost in the Look at the early 2000s. See, China, India, Vietnam, Philippines. An absolute boom. Wow. Couple more years left. Population just over 25 million. And I just want to take a look at this, where the top of immigration stands. The United Kingdom is clearly the main source of immigration for Australia. However, what we saw over time was things that were happening around the world really did impact Australia. You know, from the initial United Kingdom of England, Scotland, Ireland, people were leaving for. You initially had the penal colonies, then you had people leaving after the war for a better life, but that was also a lot of Central Europe. The war was devastating, and Australia promised sunshine, a better life for people. And you saw that so many from Central Europe, and you're not really getting that now. In 2019, let's look, you've got Germany. You've got Germany, still Italy, but that's about it, really. On the big movers, Germany and Italy, that's about it, and Greece. But it's not that big. You saw the boom after the World War. Now you're getting, obviously, New Zealand's in there, which I don't know why I'm surprised about. But for that extent, 600,000 we're ending on there in 2019. I am quite surprised. But I think my predictions were right. China and India. And if you think, actually, they're neighbours pretty much. China is more or less a close neighbour to Australia. And I just want to have a final thought on this. If you look at what is happening in Australia, Australia is now not necessarily just a white place. And I know it wasn't originally, but when it became Australia, it was the penal colony. And yes, there was always the Aboriginals. I say there wasn't always the Aboriginals, but you know what I mean. But Australia, from others, from over here in the UK, we would see Australia as a very white country. And clearly that's not the case, but that's perception. But now you're getting Chinese, Indian, Filipinos, Vietnamese, even South Africans going there, Malaysians, Sri Lankans. You're getting so many different cultures that Australia, I can see it's in, say, even 10 years' time, Australia is going to be a real melting pot. A real melting pot of so many different cultures, which I think is awesome. Think of the food, for starters. The food is going to be incredible. Incredible. Well, I hope you found that interesting. I really did. And it's made me happy that my predictions were fairly accurate as well. But that is the immigration into Australia from 1851 to 2019. Fascinating. I hope you agree. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're coming down under again. So go to charlieandrob.com, subscribe to that channel, and I'll catch you next time.